Hello and welcome back to Tabletop Standard, the small channel of epic games, and today's open engine war at 1750 points. Today's primary mission will be death and destruction, where both players will be trying to destroy each other. A player will gain 10 victory points for destroying 25% of the total starting points value of the opposing player's battle group, 20 victory points for destroying 50%, and 30 victory points for destroying 75% or more. And we'll be using a strengthened flank deployment. Secondary objectives for the day. Steve has Legio Fureans and has Virulent Messenger. He'll be picking a Titan in secret and trying to get that destroyed for 5 victory points out of his deployment zone, and gaining a further 5 victory points if the Titan is destroyed in my deployment zone. And for my secondary, and I'll be playing House Sidus, I have Expedient Strike. I'll be selecting 2 of Steve's engines at the beginning of the game in secret. And I'll score 5 victory points for each one I destroy in the first 2 rounds of the game, or 5 victory points if I destroy them both in 5 rounds. And for this game, we'll be using stratagems, war gear, mana pools, and all kinds of rules from the Wrath and Fury fan supplement. There's a link in the description below, and as we play the game and things are revealed, we'll try and explain them as we go. So let's start off by looking at Steve's new and beautifully painted Legio Fureans. He is using a Process Recon mana pool from the Wrath and Fury book. He has a Reaver Princeps with Favoured by Fortune, Volcano Cannon, Brimstone Missile Launcher, Hunting Auspex and Oath Banner, a Warhound with Melter Lance and Bulkite Eradicator, Cerastus Knight Banner of 3, Lancers, another Warhound with Melter Lance and Shudder Missiles, and then an Auxiliary Warbringer Titan with Hunting Auspex, Bastion Shielding, Plasma Decimator, Quake Cannon and Melter Cannon, and a Direwolf with Conversion Beamer and the Bolters. So the process is from Wrath and Fury, and it has the mana pool trait of From Out of the Shadows. When setting up, the controlling player may always choose to deploy after the opposing player set up all of their forces on the battlefield. In addition, to reflect the advanced coordination of an attack made by this mana pool, all models in a Process Recon mana pool do not need to make command checks for any order during the first round, regardless of any other trait or strategy in play. And onto my list, the Knight household of House Sidus, Mechanicum Knights. And I've got a Lance of 2 Atropos with a Seneschal. They have the Scions of Riser ability, which will increase the strength of their weapon by 1. Then I have 2 Acherons and 2 Castigators, and that makes up the Lance. Then Free Blades, I have 2 Cerastus Lancers, 2 Megaeras, 3 Knight Styrics. Then in support, I've got an Asterius as an auxiliary knight. And then as you can see there, I have 4 tanks. Now, they are in Wrath and Fury. They're an auxiliary unit, so I can take 1. They're 100 points. They have a main gun. And they basically have sponsored weapons like Ardex defense guns. They're very fast. They're quite accurate. And they bang out some firepower, only at strength 5. With ordnance, with the main guns. And I'll go into more detail with those as they get used in the game. Then I've got my Reaver there, Achilles, with sword and board. So it's got the missile launchers on the top of it. And then the weapons from Wrath and Fury, and I had this model already, and I was so pleased to see these rules. There's a fusion blade, so melee weapon, has fusion, but it's a lower strength than normal, and it has a flamer template as well. And then the shield gives you +1 to your strength for smash attacks, and can basically take up to 4 hits off your Titan and discard them. So once your voids are down, you can start hiding behind those shields. So that's the lists. Wrath and Fury, looking forward to this. Always love a bit of AT. This was a belter of a game. Hope you enjoy it. See you on the battlefield. Welcome to the battlefield, and as you can see, Steve is back. Some more AT. You love your AT, don't you?
I do. King game.
It's the king game. 7 years. Doesn't need a second edition, does it?
No. Need to finish it.
Needs to finish it. Siege of Terror. Anyway, we've got loads of new stuff, as you've kind of seen in the preamble, the lists and stuff. We are playing stuff out of the Wrath and Fury book. And yeah, we'll try and highlight those bits, I think, as much as we can as they unfold. It's weapons, it's stratagems, it's units, it's all kinds of stuff.
So even the mana pool,
yeah. So you've seen the deployment type. Now, here's Steve's beautiful Fureans. Warbringer, Knights, Reaver, 2 hounds there, and a direwolf creeping up. Now, you got to deploy pretty much after me, didn't you?
Yeah, the mana pool trait lets me deploy after you.
Yeah.
But the Warbringer wasn't in them.
No. So I dropped, and then you dropped that.
Yeah,
and then I dropped everything. So I've got my tanks here, Asterius, and then all the knights, and then Achilles, my sword and board Reaver there, and a couple there. Got 2 lances in an outflank, and that's it. So we're trying to kill each other.
Yep.
You've got something you want to die that's carrying something that's nasty.
Maybe.
Yep. And I've got 2 of your Titans as targets for my secondary. So if I do that, that will highlight them, and then at the same time, hopefully it will highlight Steve's virulent messenger, and then everyone understands what's going on. So with that in mind, let's get on with the game. So first player roll. I've got an 8 strong. I've got a 2 weak. I'm actually going to have to think. I'm going to count the activations up.
Okay.
So it's 6 activations each. So I'm going to let Steve be the first player and let him move first. Strats and orders done. And even though you have the ability, don't you, to give your orders for free in the first round?
Yeah, to the mana pool, yeah.
You only did 1, didn't you?
I did.
Which was full stride on the knights.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all you wanted to do. I wanted to do lots of full strides.
You did.
I do find that the Mechanicum Knights, the guns aren't very good, so I kind of need to stuck in. In fact, some of the best guns I've got in the introduction of these tanks, and they're only strength 5. I went for a full stride on Achilles, I got it. I then went for a full stride on these knights, and I failed it. So going into the movement phase, you can see where everything is. Steve's Auspex are picking up a unit coming on this flank of the battlefield, so he knows that. And Steve will be first movement, first player, 10-1, and we'll come back to you when everything's had a little move. So movement done, and essentially I've just pushed up with everything because they're on basic movement. I am full striding the sword and board Reaver going towards these guys. So the hounds and the direwolf coming out to intercept, and then basically got a force on the other flank, haven't you? To
yeah, I opted not to use the no move activation.
Yeah, Fureans thing.
Yeah,
so
but I can do that in a combat phase as well.
that is true. That is true. If you don't want to attack me, so obviously the shield and the voids could protect Achilles. Hopefully for as long as I need it. We'll see. The only thing I did is I threw plasma mines on this guy, didn't I?
Bloodhunger, yeah.
1 hit, 1 critical on the legs. I will take that. So there were some minor repairs actually. Steve did clear the crit from the hound, and that was it, wasn't it?
Yep.
I actually had no heat pushing on that. I rolled a blank.
Same.
And same here. So Steve's moved the Lancers up for his first activation. I'm now going to activate my tanks and fire the main guns at the Warbringer. So they've got 2 shots each. Blister skill of 3, their strength 5. 6 void saves, sir.
Oh well, very well. I'll use the Bastion Shield.
Yep, fair enough.
So freeze. I'll lose 2. I'll lose 3.
Lose 3.
That's
very
really
good. Well done,
good.
tank. So they're quite cool. They're 100 points, and they're pretty useful, but they actually have no, unlike everything else in this game, they are not voided or iron shielded, just armor. Steve's Reaver has gone down range at my Asterius, and he's fired with the Volcano on the turbos. Absolutely smashed it. I've got 2 structure points left. He got double 6s on the Volcano. He's also done a couple of damage over an overlap to the tank. So you're firing the what now?
Brimstone Missile Launcher.
Right, okay. So we're using this Battle Bling arm variant to represent this.
So this is limited free, warp.
Yep.
+2 to hit at long range, which we're at. Actually +3 because I've got my Hunted Auspex. No, that's wrong. That's +2.
It's going to be 2s, right?
It's going to be 2, sorry. The Hunted Auspex is when I have penalties, sorry. So +2 to hit. Yeah, 2s to hit, basically.
One shot?
One shot.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay, so hit. It's warp, so it goes through. Roll a D3, I think.
And I get 3, which I believe is 2
to 3 D3 structure points.
D3 structure points. That is 1.
1. That puts me on my last one.
Damn it!
So you have to kill it later. So I'm going to fire with the Asterius before it gets killed. Now, unfortunately, because I failed orders earlier, I cannot increase its ballistic skill. So I'm going to fire at the Warbringer. He's got a few shields left. So the missiles, I do need 4s, and unfortunately, that is not very good.
Have you got, Chris? 2?
I've got 2 hits, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to push for shield saves, gosh. And let's see how we go there. So that would be 1 hit. I'm on a 4 up. That helped a lot.
Is it shields now?
It is indeed.
Okay, perfect. So twin conversion beamers now doing 4s. I've missed with all of them, so we'll scatter off cam and see if we've got anything. Every single one of those went miles away and it didn't even hit any other units. So you had one job and you blew it. Steve's going in with the Direwolf and he's elected to bypass the Reaver and go for the Knights. Now he's chipped away a structure point with his are they bolters? Yes,
Dex gun things.
Yeah, and now you're going for your Sea Beamer.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So it's long range.
Yep.
So I need to drain it.
Yep.
2 dice. Hit on 3s. 2 hits, 1 hit.
Very nice.
And I'm going to max.
You've maxed it.
I've maxed it.
So
yeah, I've declared that, but I have to roll the dice again. So let's just add that heat. And this needs to be blank ideally because I forgot I already had 1 hit. Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
4.
So command check 4+. Passes that.
Does put me in the orange.
2 heat, but you got the 2 hits. Now strength 9, I cannot save.
Strength 11 now.
Oh yes.
So strength 11. That is
super.
Damn
fish.
it. 15.
And a 15. Let's have a look. That's devastating.
No way. That was really not.
Takes me to the end of the track.
It's really not worth it, was it?
So I returned 5 with the Megaeras at the Direwolf with their 3-inch blast. Missed with both, scattered with both, did nothing. Now you've elected to activate this Hound and do nothing and give yourself a reroll dice.
Yep.
Okay. The Castigators fired down at these Knights to be able to see the sides of them. I did need 6s to hit. Actually got quite a few hits. 8 hits with the Rapid, but then only 3 went through. I needed 6s damage, getting 1 structure point. So continuing the attack with the Lance, I've got my Seneschal that is going to stick a template on them. It's boosted to strength 7 with his trait, his knightly quality. Let's try and get the hit. Not rolling very well. And it's going that way 6, that's going to scatter off. Warhound here, only weapons in range are the Shudders, continuing the attack on these Knights. So I'm at my last structure point if you want to try and knock one out.
Okay, 3s to hit.
Yep.
That's 1.
1 hit.
Strength 6.
Strength 6, let's see if I've got a save. Yep, 4+ save, 2 Knights. Rolls a 1, goes through. Don't fumble it.
No, 10.
So 10, that's going to be enough for a structure point. That quakes the Survivor.
Yep.
And I need to take a command check to see if I am not shaken. 5, I think that's a pass. So my Styrex fired again at these Knights, but plinked off their shields and iron shields. Nothing much going on there. And then your last activation?
Yes.
Yes. Is the Warbringer, and you're going to try and polish off the Asterius on your 1 structure point. So going to try and do a little overlap there with the Melter Cannon.
Indeed.
You know the rule of Melter?
We know the rule of Melter. So 1 dice, 3 to hit. That's
the rule.
That
is the rule.
That's not good.
Scatter.
Oh,
it's going to go that way.
Oh, that was alright then.
So it's going to take it off the tank and square it over the Asterius. No saves here. I need double 1s, please. No, that's going to take out the
17 was a crit.
Yeah, you should have started with that. And the Asterius is gone. That's your last activation.
Yep.
I just need to move up Achilles here. So alas, Achilles, I went to push for movement, dropping him about here for the beginning of the next round. Would have been absolutely wonderful, but Machine Spirit, I failed the command check and then rolled a 1. So he stands there like a complete lemon. I hope my dice warm up because my command rolls have been absolutely terrible. And that's where everything is. Let's get into round 2. Right, here we go, round 2, first player roll. A 1, a 9. My command rolls are not getting any stronger.
They're really not, are they? I think I'll go first.
Okay. Yeah. Strats and orders complete, and it was a real thinker for me. Let's go over to Steve. So you just tried an emergency repair here, didn't you?
I did.
And failed that. You also played no strats, keeping them to yourself. You've only got 3 points though, haven't you? So, okay. Yeah. For myself, I played interference on these guys, which means they couldn't take an order, which was a waste because you failed your first roll, but you might have started with them, who knows.
I would have done.
So I didn't want them to charge, basically. And then I went for no orders myself. So let's get into the movement phase. Movement and repairs nearly done. We'll get to that in a minute. As you can see, I can zoom in and pretty much get everything from here now. We're really getting up close, not as close as I'd like. Over this side of the battlefield, half movement, moving up, pushed and moving up as far as I can. Steve's basically moving his engines away from the big sword. One hound pushed it all the way over here. What I've done is I've moved my lance up, just big threat, just keeping them together, and I pushed these guys into this gap to stop the lances coming through. Now, Steve's engaged with them. He should win that fight.
We can hope.
Yeah, we'll see. But I wanted to protect the lance. Over here, the Warbringer has moved away because I've brought these guys in as far down as I could on the neutral flank. And I'm hoping, because you shifted over to the side.
Yeah, I was silly. I should have tweaked them a little bit to the left. So
that I'm out of arc. Now, I think that obviously the turbo's on the turret, but it was the volcano that I was scared about. And that's pretty much the movement, isn't it?
Mm.
So we've done all the repairs, and the main thing is, the last one to do is a hot dial. So if you would like to roll on the charts here.
Is it a 6K? It is a free power failure bomb.
Void Shields collapse?
That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? And it'll make sense to you a bit later, and everyone else. My plan with these guys was actually for shield stripping.
Oh,
so,
okay.
That's actually it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. Okay, so you can do your repairs for it. You might get it back.
I'll do that now. I do drop 1 heat.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so movement repairs done. We're getting right up and close and personal now in round 2. Steve's kicking off with the Lancers into the Styrics. So Lances, starting with those. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s.
We don't want to roll, Chris.
That's fine. 4 hits. I'll roll those because I'll get a 6-up save.
Yep.
Iron Shields. For none. So
okay.
4 go through.
Strength 8.
Strength 8, yeah.
Oh, drop that. So 2 10s.
2 10s.
That's 2 directs, isn't it? What have I got?
It is.
1 11.
1 11. Another direct.
And 1 13.
Is a devastating, which kills 1.
Hurrah!
Shake and check. 10 pass, and I will remove this guy here. Why not? And you still have your shock shields.
Yes, yes. Let's do that.
Shock shields now coming in. Another 6 attacks.
Yep, hit on 3, 6 rapid. Oh, nice.
Oh my.
Oh gosh. That's
so
8. Yeah.
8. What strength are these?
These are strength 6.
These are strength 6. 2 knights. 4+ saves. 8 of them?
Yep.
Okay, 4 ups. I made 2. My goodness.
Not going well for you.
The dice are not my friend today. It's the fickle oranges.
Fickle oranges.
You know they're fickle.
So 6s.
Yep.
Plus.
What strength are they?
These are 6.
Strength 6.
So that's 1 9.
Okay, 1 direct.
And
is that 3 12s?
3 12s.
That kills the second one.
Oh wow!
I've already taken a test, so
Yeah.
like I say, probably worth you going first.
Yeah, I wanted to reduce the amount of attacks.
But I knew you would win that fight. So I'm going to activate my lance now, starting with the Acherons, firing the flamers into the direwolf. So it's 4 hits in the body. Oh, hang on, is special something else on the direwolf? Is it still body?
Still body.
Okay, great. Strength 7. What do I need minimum?
10s.
Okay. Oh, mate. 1 10.
Yep.
2 11s.
3 direct and total.
Okay, and then that's all they've got. Now I'm going with the Adeptus. Now I wish they were in a better position. I did not foresee shields coming down. So I'm going to need 6s. But I do get to reroll the 1s. Oh, I've got 1 6 and a reroll. No, so 1 scatters. No way, 4. So that's going to miss. So strength 7 in the legs.
Yep.
10. It's probably not enough.
Oh, I am just my. I think it probably is actually. They're quite low armor on the legs. No, you needed 11. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, and a 13.
That is a devastating.
All right, and my last trick now is going to be with the castigators.
Yep.
Okay, the castigators now firing. Now I'm going to use the strat, my last point from the Wrath and Fury book, concentrated fire. Basically a knight banner equipped with rapid fire weapons, get +1 to their strength. So it's very useful because I was going to use it for shield stripping, making that 3 to 4, but I'm going to go for damage. Now, unfortunately, my ballistic skill is only 4, so I'm going to hit and hope.
Wouldn't have been a bad shout to aim.
I know, I ummed and ahed for so long.
Is it rapid?
It is. Hence the stratagem, which gives me another 5. So this is the key bit. It's a lot of hits. Now I'm getting +1 in the leg or the body, you say?
Yep.
It's the body.
Okay.
Okay, so strength 4. So basically strength 5.
Yep.
I need 5 and 6s. I think 4 structure points.
So 2 down.
Yep.
And then I'm on the end of the track.
You're not.
I'm off the end of the track for the last 2.
2 crits.
2 crits.
Wow, well done, guys. So, that worked out okay.
Worked out really well.
So the direwolf returned fire at the castigators, knocking their track down to the very end, but not destroying one. I then went over here, activated these guys with the shock shields, and the shields that, there's a lot of shields in this sentence, that Steve got back up have now been dropped. So Steve's activating the Warbringer, and he's going for the Seneschal banner, the Adeptus. Would be -2 to hit, but because of your Fureans hunting auspex, reduce it by 1. So you start with the Plasma, aren't you, which is a Wrath and Fury creation?
Yep. So this is a 24-inch max range, 2 dice, strength 8, 3-inch blast with maximal fire.
Okay.
And I will be using maximal fire.
Maximal fire. Okay, go for it.
So I need force to hit now.
Yep.
So that's 1 hit, 1 scatter. So it's going to go 5
That's
inches
going to go
the wrong way.
Okay, so nonetheless, you've got 3 hits on the unit.
Yep.
I'm Mechanicum, so going to reduce that strength.
So
it went up to 10, didn't it?
It went
going
up
down
to 10.
to 9.
9, yeah.
Which I don't think is going to help me really. 9, 2 knights. No, still no. Okay.
Okay, 3 down, yeah?
Yep.
So that is an 11? 11, yep.
Okay, let's have a look. Direct.
A 14.
Devastating.
And a 15.
Another devastating. Does kill 1. Take a shake and check. Another 10. Now I'm passing around. Wipes 1 out. Plenty more guns now coming at them. Where do you want to go next?
Melter cannon.
All right, here we go.
So straight on
Straight
top.
on top.
And we will force to hit. That is a hit.
Here's 2 hits. Reducing the strength to 10 doesn't really help me.
But that's a 13
Yeah.
and a 16.
Ooh, is a 16 a critical? It is. The Seneschal is toast. So I fired the lightning cannon over here, needing a 6 to hit, which I failed to do, but my scatter was so minimal, I've got 2 hits. So location, it's the body.
Okay, you're getting +2, 3 to this.
+3, so I'm strength 5, in the flank 6, I'm actually strength 9, 2 of.
Oh God.
You are kidding me.
Oh, mate.
Why? Steve's hound has just unloaded everything into the Acheron Knights and achieved nothing. Now, due to that massive double 1 letdown, going missiles into this, I'm going to hit and hope, because it's -2 for 3 hits. Location, the head.
Okay.
Okay.
Strength
5.
Need 6s.
That's including the flank. 1 point of damage. Steve's Reaver, as expected, turned the turbos to take on the Cerastus. I did make a save even with the Shieldbane. He knocked out a couple of structure points. My last, oh no, it's not yet. The tank's now going into the flank of the Warbringer. So I need 3s to hit. I'm going to hit and hope. Oh my. I'm going to cry in a minute. 2 hits in the legs. Okay. Strength 6. Can I do anything? I've got a single 6, 12.
1 direct hit.
Bravo. Last 2 activations of the round was this hound who had no targets in range. And then my last Styrex here, who did his best to manage to do 1 structure point with those saves just still being on a 2+ with the strength of my weapons and not doing very well. So that's the end of round 2. Massive whiff on my behalf. I had some potentials there for a kill, and it went wrong. So let's get on with round 3. Here we go, round 3. I've lost a lot of knights. Steve hasn't lost any titans, but
some damage.
Damage on the cusp. Should have lost the direwolf.
Should have lost the
Should have lost the direwolf. Okay.
Yes, on borrowed time.
So this is a big round for me.
Yes,
This is a big round.
it is.
First player roll. This is huge.
I want to see what you get.
Oh, you always do.
I don't know. I need to tell the dice what to beat.
7. It's not so bad. 1.
Yeah.
Right.
First bit's done.
First part of my plan is done. I'll be first player. Strats and orders done. Round 3. So you played no strats, did you?
Nope.
Still none. I'm out. Orders then. I got it. I got the charge. I actually went for charges here, got them, charge here. At this point I went for a full stride here, and that's when I failed. And you didn't want anything, did you?
No.
So interesting.
Well, I did the emergency repair.
You did the emergency repair. What happened to that?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Okay, that's good to know. And that's where we're at. So, big movement phase. Big movement phase for round 3. So cutting in straight away with the charge into the rear of the Warbringer, getting +3 attacks, needing 2s into the legs I'm going for. Okay, missed 1. So 6s will crit you, won't they, Steve?
Yes.
Strength 8 in the rear. Now strength 10. No, any more bonuses?
No.
No. Okay. Right. Let's start from the bottom. Superfish. We've got 13.
Direct.
14.
Devastating.
15.
Devastating.
2 crits.
3 crits because it overlaps.
Is it on its last pip then?
Yeah, there's 1 pip left.
Oh, okay.
That's right, isn't it?
That's right. Well, let's check it out. So yeah, just checking the track. There was 1 pip on there already. That is engine kill. We've got it. So let's see if the resulting catastrophe is going to kill my own units.
I can hope so.
Steve, roll that D10. It's a 6. Wildfire?
Oh, great.
Is it wildfire?
It is wildfire.
So
that's not what I needed. I'm more than likely going to fight my own dudes. Excellent.
Probably
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yes, you are.
Okay. I don't think I can fire the top gun at him, can I?
Yeah, you're probably too close. What's the scale? What's the scale of the Warbringer?
9.
9. So I think it's actually each weapon in turn, so that will probably fire at the Reaver.
Oh, good.
Let's have a look at it. So Steve actually hasn't got gyros on the top, I forgot, and there's nothing in the corridor, so he does get away with the big cannon. So starting with the melter. Physical 5, so scatter. Going somewhere 9. And then you've got your plasma, which is also template, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Both missed.
Both missed. 2 scatters.
That is gone.
Wait, 8, that's not going to hit anything. Yeah.
And this one goes.
Oh, 8. Oh,
excellent. Yeah, that's going to get the knights.
Oh my.
Perfect.
So it's going to be two hits because the center's not going to be over.
Yep, that's correct.
So 2 hits on your knights. They're only strength 8, so you might get a save from this. Okay. So 3 knights, strength 8 with shields goes to a 4+ save.
Excellent.
Failed them both. my Styrix is very happy about this.
Okay, so that's 2 12s, 2 directs. That takes it to the end of the track.
Okay, very good. And then
fall over. I'm hoping to fall over right over you.
You do.
Perfect.
Did I just get 2 fingers? Then?
You did. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. D6 collision hits then.
Yeah.
Steve rolled 2 hits on the collision, so strength 9. They go through. I don't get a save against that. 1 superficial. That's good. Is that 13?
Yeah.
That is a devastating. That takes me to the end of the track. Engine kill.
Yeah.
So another cut in because there's lots of charges going on this round. Steve's activation, he backed away this hound because he was scared of this sword maniac coming over the corner of this building on the charge. So then I'm going to try and take out the direwolf now with the lance, move them up. Let's do the Acherons. I've got 1 in the rear, 1 in the flank. So you got 1 point left on your body, haven't you?
No points. Just got 1 crit left.
1 crit left.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's dead. You just need to hit him.
Yeah, so the track on the body is full with 1 crit left. So let's just do the Acheron in the rear. He's going to get the bonus dice. There's only 1, but I've run past him. Hitting on 2s. And then strength 7 in the rear. It's 9 plus 3, 12. Anything but a 2. That's engine kill.
Yep.
Oh, it's the explosions. What was it?
An 8.
It's an 8. Uh-oh, that is probably a mag.
I think it is. I think 5.
Mag det. How big's the blast?
D3 plus scale. Scale is 6.
Okay.
So that is 9.
9-inch
so I'll
blast.
get my
Brilliant.
hound and all of your knights.
All my knights. Does it get this guy?
It gets my other hound as well.
It gets this hound.
And it does just about get
Gets
yours.
this guy?
Yeah.
Does it get these guys?
Yes, 1 knight.
1 knight. Okay, so this is a lot to do. We won't do all this on camera, and we'll tell you how it ends. Once the dust has settled, these hounds made some void shield saves, losing 1 on here.
Yeah.
We lost a knight here.
Yeah.
We lost the castigator. Both units made their shaken checks. Some damage on the Acherons, and then 1 void shield down on the Reaver. And so the rest of the moves are done. I'm moving the Reaver up here and the knight behind him. We've got engines now coming to face. Steve slipped his knights round my Styrix and got into the rear of the castigator. With that being done, I then pushed my Styrix into the side of the Warhound that had moved. We saw the knights move there. I brought the tank back round here, firing up the street. And that is where everything is at. We've done repairs. It was poor. I only cleared 1 point of heat here. Steve, you blanked out with your Princeps,
yep,
didn't you? So you're what, 1 point away from the orange?
Yep.
And your weapons obviously generate heat?
Yep. Or 1 does.
Or 1 does. So that's where we're at. Now, Steve's got something he wants to...
I'm going to play Offensive Surge for 3 points.
All 3 points?
Yep.
Okay.
You lead your Fureans events.
Yep.
Basically, the player in one of my deployed maniples, so the Titans I have left, may attack For this combat phase, each Titan in the chosen maniple may attack twice with one of its weapons, but must increase his reactor by 1 in addition to any other.
Ah, and that's why he wanted to clear that heat.
Yeah.
Getcha. Okay. Let's get it. First activation, I activated the lances, so the castigator. I want to try and get some hits in before he gets his head smashed in. It might only be one of your knights on mine. I achieved nothing. I then flamed on the hound twice with them, and you made all your void shields. So back to Steve. Steve's hound now pressing on the lancers. One of them is on its last structure point. So melt a lance.
No lance.
Oh, does a 2 hit? They +1 at short range?
Nope.
No. Well, that's that then.
I'm going to use my reroll
Very nice.
and hit.
Gets the hit fusion.
Fusion. So
I'm guessing I'm not saving at this. Was it strength 11?
strength of a melted lance is 9.
Oh, 9. 2 knights. No, Zippo.
So D10, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 9 is
13.
13.
That's enough to kill one.
Yeah.
Let's see if they are shaken. They are. Okay. So Steve's opted to not fire the what is it?
Volkite Eradicator.
Volkite, because it's not going to be that effective, and he's got to push. He's actually going to push to fire his melter again using your stratagem.
Yeah, so it only goes up by 1, so
Yeah.
I can control
You
that.
can control that, yeah.
So freeze to hit, still in fusion range. It's 1 hit. No save, Chris.
No save.
Strength 9, plus 13 again.
Okay, so there is a chance you could have crit it
Yeah,
and take that out.
very good
which,
chance.
For 1 hit, is the better option. Okay?
Yeah.
So this hound here, going at the Acherons again, like the preceding that, this knight fired a shock shield at the hound, made your saves for the 2 hits on the voids. Yeah, so much like the last one of the Acherons is on its last point damage. So start with a missile to try and chip that off.
So that's 1 hit.
It's 1 hit.
Strength
What strength
6.
is that? Strength 6. So 4+ save, fails, goes through.
12.
Yes, so that will destroy one. Let's take a shake and check. 5, that's a pass with Scion. So now you got to fire your melter anyway, and then you can do it again for 1 hit.
Just in melter range. So 2 dice.
Yep.
Freeze. That's 2 hits.
Oh, no saves.
No.
So 2d10s now. Ooh, so that 13, 14?
Yep.
So that's 2 devs. Puts it at the end of the trap.
Okay.
So for 1 heat,
That's what I'm going to do. We're going to
Have another go.
fire the lances again.
yeah.
1 hit this time.
Yeah, so we need...
You're gone.
Ooh, what strength is it? 9?
Yeah.
So that's a 17.
Yeah.
That's a critical hit, sir. You wiped the unit. Well
Yeah.
done. So I've just fired 8 shots from the main guns down at the hound here, stripping the voids. And then Steve's attacked with the knights, getting the castigator down to its last point of structure. Are you done? No, you've got your princess, haven't you? He's your last one?
Yes.
Okay, and I've got
A knight.
a knight in the flank here. And I've got some stuff here. Let's do the missiles in 2. Actually, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to do this knight.
Yep.
So I did this little knight here, not expecting too much, but there was a couple of points of damage from the mines earlier in the game. So I targeted the legs with the claw and got some rends off with the hits. So I've actually ripped massive chunks out of you, putting 2 crits on you.
Yeah.
And compromising you. So let's see if the Volkite can finish you off. Now we'll need 4s aiming at the legs.
Jeez.
2 hits. Okay, so unexpected.
Yeah.
Strength 4 and
Uh-huh.
flank. Strength 5 plus another 3. Strength
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
No other bonuses. This is it. What do I need? Minimums.
10.
Okay. 2 12s.
Engine kill.
Engine kill. Engine kill. Right. Roll it. Roll it.
That is
The Magdet.
Magdet again.
It's D3 plus. Is it scale?
D3 plus scale, yeah. Well, double check. Let's double check that.
Okay.
I think it is.
Scale plus D3. So we're hitting, we've rolled, we've got an 8-inch. We're hitting the Reaver and the 2 knights. And these are at strength 9.
Oui, oui.
Now, the best thing for you is you can get voids against this.
Yes.
So,
So let's start with that.
okay.
So my Reaver takes 1 hit.
1. and makes a void.
And saves.
Of course it does. Now, my knights, on the other hand,
Yes.
do not. So, do you want to start with the Styrex?
So the Styrex will take 1.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a shame. Strength 9, 11.
11. Okay, that is going to be a direct. That's good. And then the Lancer.
Takes 1 as well.
Right, you could destroy it.
And that is 12.
12, which is another direct, which does not kill it. Another hole in the ground. So at the end of that, Steve's achieved his virulent messenger, haven't you?
I have.
But not in my deployment zone, so you're getting 5?
Yes.
Okay, and that is one of my targets. Now, obviously, I've not destroyed that in the first or second round, so I need to destroy the second one for 5 points. So Steve is currently in the lead. Right, you're now going with your Princeps
Yeah, I'm going to do some crazy stuff.
at my Reaver.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you look up some crazy stuff. Okay, shenanigans inbound. So, firing at the Reaver, Reaver on Reaver.
So I'm going to fire the warp missile on Brimstone launcher.
Because that
Mega
ignores
gun.
my shield, my void shields, all the shields.
All the shields that you have. So that's going to hit on a 2, so it's +1 to hit at this range.
Yeah.
That is terrible. So I'm going to
Classic.
use my Favoured by Fortune rerun.
Very good, very good.
And hits you.
Yeah. So bypasses, so
Yep.
D3.
Yes.
Yeah, just roll. D6, sorry, and then it's
That was a 5.
D3 structure points to a location.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is critical damage. We've got that wrong. Roll location.
The legs.
Legs. Oh no, no more of that.
No.
Okay, can't afford any more of those. Right. So the rest of your weapons, I guess.
Yeah,
If
so
you wish.
this is going to be cool. You'll like this. I'm going to mess myself up a bit here.
So bear in mind, I am fully voided.
Yeah,
That's
that's fine. Don't worry about
Okay.
that. I'm going to put myself into the orange to fire my warp missile a second time,
Okay.
which is actually me spent. It's limited free.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's done.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you? Well, we've done it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm just firing at you.
Okay, it's just
See
fine.
how
I
it
didn't know
goes.
if you want to do a targeted.
No. Because I've got
Oh my life! Legs again. Okay.
you. And it is a D6, isn't it?
Yeah.
4
That's
critical.
critical damage. Damn.
Right. Let's fire the rest of the weapons at you.
Yeah. Okay.
Lasers.
Yep. You sure, Bainey?
2 hits.
2 hits.
Have it.
Oh, they go through. 2 voids are down. It's the volcano, isn't it? So
Well, I could. Yeah. I think it's only 1 weapon I can do it with, so I can't fire the lasers again. Yeah. So. Volcano. Do I want to do the volcano? That will put me in the red.
what kind of princeps are you, Steve?
A brave one.
You're doing, aren't you?
Yeah.
You might get a blank. Oh, it flashed. He's in the red. You did get what, 2 hits.
Yeah.
So I'm on a 4+. I'm not going to push. I make 1, fail 1. Voids are down. Steve's in the red, and we're pretty much there. So end of the round, last activations, I fired the missiles into the Hound and actually dropped the voids, which is good. Lightning cannon missed and did not scatter. Yeah, shields are down, let's get rid of that. I also done a turn at the end for my critical damage. I'm half movement now, which is going to stop the charge again. 2 rounds of a non-charging Death Reaver. And that's where we're at. We've got loads of casualties now. I've got, what, 4 knights left?
Yeah.
I've got a squad of tanks, which is cool. And you've got, well, the two Titans.
And 2 knights.
2 knights, which is nothing to be sniffed at. So it's proper game on at the end of round 3. We'll see you in round 4. Here we go, round 4. We've got a shaken Lancer here. Won't be contributing much. We've got a Reaver down to half movement. We've got a Reaver in the red. Here's proper game on. First player roll. A 1. A 10.
I'll be going first.
Sorry, but I have got to get this. Steve's gone straight in with emergency repair on his Princeps. He's got it off and he's rolled this. Straps and orders done, and let's go. You saw that briefly. You also went for a first fire, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to try and kill you.
And you failed that.
Yeah.
I went for emergency repair on my Reaver, got it off, rolled a couple of 6s and cleared all the leg damage. I got rid of the shaken on the Lancer, and then I went for a charge here, and that's where I failed it, and that's where we're at, going into the movement phase. So movement done, and Steve's running out of space to move. He's backed up with the Hound, pushing up with the Lancer. He pushed into the middle with the Princeps. He's really going to try and use it as a bomb. I've surrounded it with Knights. I used my Castigator as a roadblock by moving it last, which meant Steve kind of wrapped around it and I legged it away. And then I'm moving these guys up. And of course my Reaver cannot attack now I've moved, but you know, I may not get to use the sword this game. Who knows? Nonetheless, that's where we're at. So we have got some repairs to do. We have got a red Reaver. And we'll see.
Red Reaver.
We'll probably roll for that one on camera. So repair phase, we're at the end of it really. So I got a shield back on my Reaver. Nothing for your Hound.
1 drop of heat.
1 drop of heat, and now a D10 roll for
Yes.
the Princeps.
I want a 9 or a 10. Yeah! Yeah!
It feels good when it happens.
I love it. Bye bye. Right, okay. D3 and add the number of the holes in the plasma track. 6. Basically D3 plus 6.
Yeah, okay, D3 plus 6.
3. Damn it.
7. We are all pretty danger close.
I think it's everyone apart from this knight.
This guy?
And this knight.
And with this guy in? Or
Yeah,
the units in, aren't
yeah.
they? So, okay, what happens to them, Steve?
Well, so they basically take D6 hits,
Yeah,
bypassing void shields,
right.
with a strength equal to the Titan scale plus 1. So in this instance, 9.
Right, okay. So again, this is a lot to roll for, so we will go through all the damage and we'll tell you what's left. So again, after the dust is settled, could have been worse.
Yeah.
Your Knights took a hit and it's superficial.
Yep.
This guy
Oh,
took 3 hits and you rolled 3 superficials, 3 1s. This guy was out of it. Your Warhound only took us
1 point of
damage to the body. This guy was out of it. He was out of it. And then the Reaver, so what I've done, he took 2 hits and I've used the shield trait. So the little die there had 4 on it. That's how many it starts with. Can transfer any unsaved hits to the shield, which was 2. So the shield's got 2, it's basically hidden behind his shield from the blast. And
it's kind of a cool imagery, actually.
it is cool. Imagine like ducking down, holding the shield in front of him.
Like a tower.
So I've deflected them, and then the last part of the repair phase, I actually rolled a 6 and a 6 for the Mechanicum Knights with their blessed thingy.
Auto-simulacrum.
Yeah, and got a structure point back. Oh, that was the repair phase, wasn't it? Right, okay. Let's get on with the combat phase. So the combat phase was pretty lackluster. It wasn't worth filming anything. Got a lot of low strength weapons on my behalf. Actually, I've got to move my tanks as well because I'm so focused on here. So I will bring them in for the last round. Shock shield, the Hound did nothing. Missiles did nothing. Didn't want to fire the template lightning cannon because I don't want it to scatter. But between the Warhound and the one Knight, they killed the Styrex. It was in the middle there, taking out another whole unit. That is the end of round 4. We've got 1 round left. There's not a lot left. This is big though. If you get the first, you get to go first. I get to go first. That is huge, actually.
It is. I was thinking that as you started talking.
That could be the dice roll that decides the game.
It could.
Whoever gets to go first and gets their orders off.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Round 5.
The tension.
Squeaky bum time. This is it. Round 5. Crunch time. I mean, it's no secret now. That's obviously my other secondary because I
Yeah.
haven't claimed it from killing all these.
I'd already guessed.
Yeah. So you're 5-0 up.
On the secondary.
Yeah.
I
I
think
need to kill that to get 5 for my secondary, and then it's going to come down to how many points of kills we got. So this is all huge. Steve wants the charge into the flank of the Reaver, or even the rear, to be honest. Yes. I obviously want the charge. Now, do I defend and try and take these out and leave the hound to the knights? Or do I think, well, I need to kill it? It's massive. This is huge. In fact, if I go this way, it stops you charging me because you have to go in a straight line. And that corner of that building will protect my Reaver.
Potentially.
Potentially. It'll be close. It's massive. This is it. You ready?
No. Go on.
You want me to go first, don't you? Always.
Right, you listening?
A 7.
You need to get better than a
That
7.
is a good 3.
That's done it.
I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Still got orders to roll for. It's not guaranteed. Here you go. Big roll. There are no strats to play. Reaver. Charge. Got to get it on camera. 7.
That was a 3.
The charge is on. Big roll number 3, technically. The knights charge. 3. Scion is alive. Gets the charge. We'll get the rest done. See how it goes down. Straps and orders done. Everyone rolled like demons. Everyone's on a charge order. Everyone's going mental. Apart from the tanks, so I must remember to move them. So I've cut in here, and disappointingly I've gone for the knights because of all the craters here. I was never actually going to make the distance. The knights are nimble, the titan isn't. So I've managed to get as far as the knights, and I'm going to use my fusion blade. So strength 7, it has the fusion trait and melee. I'm getting +2 attacks for the distance, and it has 3 attacks standard. I'm probably, what's it giving me, any pluses? So it's giving me +1 at short range, so I'm hitting you on 3s, which is only 3 hits. Now your iron shields are actually quite good against this.
Yeah,
it's the fusion that does the damage, potentially.
So these are strength 7, you say?
Yeah.
Well, 2 knights is a 5 up, 4 up with a shock shield. I've had at least 1, I would have thought.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, so strength 7, the first one is a 5, so it's only 12.
Oh, okay. Direct.
And then a 10.
Direct.
Oh dear. So actually, not that great.
Oh.
Steve's now charged into the knight, getting 3 attacks with smashes on the old D3.
Yep.
Hitting me on 4s.
Just the one.
Just the 1. What? So your scat is 6 or 7?
Strength
7. 1 knight, 5 up for a lancer. Doesn't make the save. I've only got 2 structure points left.
That's 12.
12. That is...
Sorry, 11.
11. Direct. Takes me to the end of track. Does not kill me.
Okay.
Yet. Then it's me, isn't it? Charge my knight down the side. No bonus attacks going into the body. Hitting on 2s for 2 hits. So strength 9. Any bonuses?
In the body?
Yeah.
No.
No. So strength 9 in the flank. Superficial and a 12.
Direct. 12? Devastating, sorry.
It is. And now Steve's charging. Is it whiffs galore? 4 attacks, no bonuses. Into the body he's going for. The softest part. It's a lot of hits.
Need that again.
I'm going to... I'm going to take that.
Okay.
Because you're going to attack again in the combat phase,
Oh,
aren't you?
okay.
So
Yep.
saving that shield. Yep.
So strength 8. So a 10.
That's pretty good. Yep. Direct.
A 12.
Another direct.
A 13.
Devastating.
And a 14.
Ooh. Oh, it's devastating. So it turns into a crit. We've got reactor leap. Oh, I've got 2 hit points left on my shield. Saving it for the combat phase. Movement and repairs done. Round 5. All the pieces are set. So we have this melee here. I would say your knights have the advantage. I did repair the crit on the body. These guys moved in, obviously not the range. We saw this. There's no repairs on the hounds, no shields. My tanks have now moved up. Guns are trained.
He's dead.
Oh, will he be?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Statistically, he's dead.
combat phase. Let's see how this ends. Who's your money on? My activation, I'm going with the Reaver first. So I'm going to use my shield this time to start with smash attacks. It gives me an extra +1 to the strength. So D3 for 3. Hitting on 4s, just for the 1. Strength 10, so you can't save. 12.
Okay.
And then the sword is 3 attacks, hitting twice. The strength 7.
I'll get a shield. Saved.
Makes them both. Yeah, okay, so it's the fusion that helps, obviously much better against Titans. The iron shields coming up supreme. That's it.
It was going to work.
Steve's hound now fired down at the tanks, doing 1 structure point with the shudder missiles quaking them, but it's not going to make a difference. Now going into my knight, into the flank with the spear for 2 hits into the body. That's where I've got the damage, isn't it?
+1.
+1. So it's +2. So strength 10s now. 12 and a 15.
Okay. So the 12 is plus end of the track.
Yeah.
Overlaps, so it's 2 crits.
2 crits. And shock shield.
Yeah.
3 4s aiming at the body. So that's 2 hits for the rapid.
Yep.
What am I on plus now? +3.
Yep.
So they're strength 6 on this. So strength 9, strength 10 in the flanks. 13, 15.
Engine kill, as I said it would be.
Engine kill. That's my secondary. The second part of the secondary confirmed for 5 points. Roll the D10.
It's wildfire.
Wildfire.
At least I can't hit my own guys this time. I'm taking you with me, it seems.
Yes. Got 5. Melt Lance.
Melter Lance. Misses.
Zippo, shudders.
Shudders. Hits twice.
Hits twice.
Strength 6.
Strength 6. 4 plus save. I need to make both of these. He does. The iron shields have been pretty good in this game.
I have. And I fall that way.
That way. Crashes into the building. Engine kill. So here we go. Steve's actually going to start with the shock shields because he knows that I'm going to deflect 2 of the lances with my shield. Now, depending on how well he rolls here, I may have to change tactic. Pause. Into the body.
3.
So it's 3. You would have to roll 15 pluses to crit. Or are they strength 6? So you're strength 9 because I'm compromised. I'm going to risk this and let them go through. Okay.
So 11.
Crit.
14.
Crit.
15, 16.
It's a crit. It's going to kill it. I can't. I have to. I think I have to select the hits.
Is that right? Is that right? So
you sure? Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve was doubting himself there for a minute with his rolls. It is a crit. I have to deflect, I think, the shield, the hits before you roll the damage. So if I'd taken those 2 away, I'm pretty sure now, with 4 lances at a higher strength, you would have finished the job. So that was my gamble. Engine kill. A 3. Oh, is that a laid low?
I think it is, yeah. It is.
Turns the face in a random direction, is it?
Ben falls over.
Faces this way, and then what? Staggers D6.
No, just staggers D6. So
Yeah,
hits them.
Hits them. It's gonna actually just hit this one.
Mhm.
So D6 for 1 hit.
Okay. Oh, strength 8. Sorry. Yes, I do. A strength 8 with 2 knights, I get a 6+, which goes to a 5 up.
Okay.
Against and it was 1, was it? No.
No. So 8, so 13.
So that is devastating. So that kills 1.
Kills
resets
1.
the track.
Resets the track, and then I'm going to fall
I
over.
won't bother making a shaking
No, there's
roll.
no point. And then I fall backwards,
Okay.
leaving the other one alive. So that is actually the end of the round. My tanks have no targets. This guy, even if he shot here, would not do enough damage to kill it. At the end of the game, we have a massive dead pile. I've got 4 tanks, 2 knights to your 1 knight. I'm exhausted.
I am.
Hell of a game.
There was.
Better add it up.
Do better.
So all said and done, and you can probably tell by the pile there and the few things that are left that we've both achieved 30 points primary for 75% plus kills. We've both achieved 5 victory points. The secondary, 35, 35. The game is a bloody draw. Well met, Steve.
Yes.
Well met. Till the next time.
Till next time.
So first run out with the Fureans, and haven't played Knights in a very long time, so I apologise for anything we've missed, got them wrong, or whatever. I'm sure you'll let us know, but from our point of view, that was a thoroughly enjoyable game.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Of AT, and like I said to Steve earlier, I would rather lose a game like that than one where I've just absolutely dominated. So thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out the Wrath and Fury book. There's a few bits and bobs we've used there. You had like the plasma weapons, the mana pool,
The missile launcher.
the missile launcher. I had the sword and board. I had the tanks and a stratagem. So
The mana pool's awesome.
the mana pool was awesome. Steve got to deploy after me pretty much. All in all, lots of fun stuff in there, but nothing that broke the game.
No, I'm not seeing anything.
And GG, good game. So we'll see you next time for more thrills, spills, and engine kills.